Whoa, boy. What is going on, Wayne's World? What's going on, people? So, check this out. This thing has gotten real funky. Which you is Anthony? Is he the Anthony from the Psycho series on Netflix, You, or is he Tony Terry? When I'm with you, I don't even know the whole song, but I'm trying. Well, let's get to the backstory here. So, now remember this. Anthony comes in and professes his love for Rolanda at the wedding. Amber's distraught. Rolanda's distraught. Malachi is shocked. I mean, the whole wedding. He turned this whole thing upside down, which is crazy. So we're going to start from there and get more into the backstory. And we got some new up and coming events. Now, Anthony, after all of that, and Malachi being ready to be on your behind, one, he did this and then leaves his wife and goes stays in a hotel. Then he goes to Rose's house after finding out Malachi's not there. And just in case Malachi might show up, he might have a behind whooping or two to give to him. So is this brother psycho or is he really madly in love with Rose? Is he the you of Netflix or is he Tony Terry? When I'm with you. I just love to do the singing thing, even though I can't sing. Now let's discuss this. He's come to the door and he apologizes for like the 15th time. I am getting quite annoyed with seeing Anthony do this apology tour. For what? He already did it, and it's just like, for what at this particular point? What are you trying to do? You're like pushing the issue, brother. You done over apologized, and there's nothing really you can do right now. You done messed up her life, turned her life upside down, and for what? So I'm not really understanding this. He's standing at the door. She wants him to leave, but some kind of way, she lets him in. She lets him in. I don't understand what you're doing, bro. I really don't. Now, to top it off, we got this. Anthony's in there and it gets late. She says, you got to go home or you got to leave. And he's saying, I don't feel no place else safe but with you. Everything she says, he dismisses it or act like she doesn't say it. And she mentioned that too. Say, is it you or is it when I'm with you? Which one is it? I really don't know. Anthony's borderline and like he's obsessing over her in a sense. So I don't know which one is it. Is it the psycho love or is it the Tony Terry type love? That real entranced love. I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all really kind of decide that and debate that. But she enables his behavior because she lets him stay. She goes to let him stay. And she even knows it. She doesn't speak it out of her voice that he's emotionally did she say blackmailing? I think she said emotionally manipulating her. That's what she said. He's emotionally manipulating her and he knows it. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, but that's the only place I feel safe. And this is crazy. This is getting crazy. So now here's what I think about it. I think it's a bit of both. A little bit of the psycho stuff and a little bit of the real entrenched love of what I've lost, or the poor decision I made. So it's a bit of both. So now we come to the present day, which you is Anthony. So he asks Ro, could he stay the night? She lets him stay the night. She comes down in the morning to let him know that he got to go and go stay someplace else. But instead of the brother getting up to go or leave or whatever, he's saying like he got to stay here. Just keeps pushing. I'm waiting for her to say, yo, Anthony, you need to leave now. I was waiting for her like to really stamp like you got to shake this guy up because he just like playing like this old hurt puppy dog for her. But this is just getting really, really out of control. So when he wakes up, he doesn't want to leave. He seems to be pushing for another day. And what if Malachi shows up? What if Brittany shows up? I mean, this got a lot of ramifications and a lot of corners. I mean, a lot of angles that this whole storyline can come up into. So what do you guys think? This is like getting weird here. Now, something else I wanted to say. Why is Ro enabling this behavior? Is she a little psycho in love with him? What? Like, I mean, I know she loves him, but it's like, is this a little like you enabling this psycho behavior to happen? Like, you claim that you love Malachi, but you sit up here entertaining almost everything Anthony is doing. So, and you saying this is kind of like tripping her out, it's kind of freaky, scary, but at the same time, you're enabling it the whole way. So, what's really going on here, Ro? And what's really in your heart? This is getting kind of crazy. So, why is Ro enabling this behavior is a big question. Now, the many faces of Anthony and the seem to be emerging face of Ro, like, let's talk about this in the comments. I'm going to read the comments and I want to hear what you guys got to say. All right, let's go to our first comment by Donnie Washington. This is symbolic. The writers are making Ant feel and look just like Amber was with Wayne. She was almost like an addict to get to Wayne. Ant's character is doing the same thing now to be with Ro. Yes, it does look like dope fiendish. He don't want to leave. He don't care what she says. He apologizes, he kind of wards it off like, I can handle it all. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. But he does the complete opposite of what she's asking each and every time. And because of her love for him, her emotions, she allows him to do it. And she enables it and she feeds it more and more. First, she sees him at the door. Then she lets him in the door. Then she sits down and talks with him pretty much all day. Then she gets in her pajamas and tells him he has to leave. Then he winds up staying and she allows him to stay. Then he gets up in the morning. She tells him he got to go. Then he apologizes for like the 20,000th time and she still enables it again. So this is, you're absolutely right. It's like a dope fiend, like, some crack, some road crack. Now, Philip Cribbs says this. Dang, Anthony is gangster. And this dude broke up her whole wedding and still ends up sleeping at her house. And if that's not gangster, I don't know what is, especially after smiling and laying back down while Ro makes breakfast. That is so true. That is some gangster psycho move, though. Because she done said all of these things and then he gets her to go make breakfast and he sits back and smiles. Like every time he gets her, it's like he manipulating her and pulling her more and more in. It seems out of his character to kind of force his way into something, especially against what a person is requesting. So this is really different and it's type psycho to me. A little bit loony, Anthony. Then we got Adu. Adu says, dude ain't going back to his house because the bank going to take it anyway. That's true. The bank is about to take it anyway. So he ain't even let Amber know that. That is foul, though. That's foul, Anthony. And that's a bit of you type stuff. That's not the Tony Terry the love you, but it's the other you, the psycho you, where he's not thinking about anybody else but himself. That dope fiend you. But you're right. What is he going to do when the house is being ready to be taken? Where's it going to stay? Where's she going to stay? I think she still got a condo, but still, you got to let her know this. I mean, you do have to talk to her. You do have to close this off. You got to make this right, bro. You got to make this right with your wife, man. You did make those vows like Rose said, but she got to stop enabling you. She's telling you the right thing to do, but then she's helping you do the wrong thing. It's like oxymoron. Now, Keymaster says this. He's just going to keep playing this I'm comfortable, I'm vulnerable game with Ro, and she's going to keep letting him. That's true. He's going to keep playing it, and she keeps letting him. The more he keeps playing it, and the more she keeps letting him, the more he's going to play it. If she don't put her foot down and say like she did that first time after he tried to come at her, that's what she should have done in the first place. Each time that he did it, and then take more drastic measures, like we only gonna have meetings online because you don't know how to act. Like really check him like that, he's not gonna stop. So, but she keeps enabling it because somewhere deep down inside she has some of that crazy in love type stuff for him, that crazy love for him, especially because of the situation. Now, what do you think? Comment down below.